Hey, welcome back to another edition of Everything Football 6. Tell me, Jonathan Big Tex Johnson, aka Uncle Tex, aka Professor Tex. Before we get started, smash that like button, subscribe to the page. Any concerns, any debates, banter going back and forth and whatnot, leave down in the comments. You know, I'll definitely get back to you and whatnot. That's what I do. Shout out to the Texas Longhorns women's volleyball team, especially number 12. Woo! And whatnot. So get that out the way. Thing that's come up after my rant yesterday with that of the poor coaching, poor playing of the Indianapolis Colts. It came to my attention. Is Matt Ryan a Hall of Famer? Now, I had Matt Ryan basically as probably a third ballot Hall of Famer. Probably would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer had he won that Super Bowl. But he has now the largest deficit in the Super Bowl and then comes back the largest deficit ever. Let a team come back after being up 33 points. I had him around third ballot Hall of Fame. Ain't getting the first time, ain't getting the second time, third time, you getting the third time. That was what I had him before going in the game. Now, no. He might be an old timer when his days of playing is over with. Matt Ryan is done. You can look at his body language, the way he tries to run and whatnot. Rex Ryan basically put it beautifully, if I say so myself, when he talked about somebody who probably can't even squat 100 pounds. And that play that play solidified what you saw happen with him with that weak ass quarterback sneak, which is a poor call. I don't know what Jeff Saturday, one of my favorite players, center. He wore the cage for years when everybody had changed the face mask and this bullshit you see nowadays, with linemen basically wearing running backs and cornerbacks face mask and whatnot. Thought he was a very, very good center and whatnot, steady, solid and whatnot. I don't know if he's going to ever be a Hall of Famer, but I don't think so. But he was very good for his time that he played. Matty Ice, as they call him in Atlanta. Let's look at his stuff. Matt Ryan is 124 and 109 and 1. He's 4-7 and 1 this year. That's 12 starts, 12, 13 starts and whatnot, 11, 12 starts. And he doesn't have it. Matt Ryan before this, and this is what I look at, because again, they did this thing with that of the quarterback having a record. So the record's going to mean something. It has to mean something, right? And you look at Matt Ryan and whatnot, and even his last Pro Bowl, which is 2016, 11-5, which is probably the year I think they possibly went to they went to the Super Bowl and lost. Okay, and that epic meltdown, which is why I never go for the Falcons ever again, and whatnot. So with Matt Ryan, he has an MVP, he has a Rookie of the Year, Offensive Player Rookie of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, and an MVP and one first team All Pro. Not a Hall of Fame. Not a consensus, not any of that type of stuff. No. It's funny because nobody was saying anything about Matt Ryan prior, and I had already said something, but I'm like, okay, then. So let's go to Russell Wilson, because Russell Wilson playing is hearing all this talk. Russell Wilson is 107 and 62 and 1, and the Super Bowl, 9 Pro Bowls and a Super Bowl championship, second team All Pro. Second ballot Hall of Fame, I had him, still have him at maybe first ballot, but I'm gonna say second. First ballot if he's got 2 Super Bowl victories. I still say even if he didn't get it, but the thing about with Matt Ryan, what everybody has to look at, you have to look at this record, man. Matt Ryan has been on the losing squad 5 years in a row. Let's say 4 years in a row. Let's say they went out next 3 or 4 games and he goes sick. I don't even think that's going to happen. Maybe. Well, he can possibly pull off he can possibly pull out and have a 500 record. Possible. But let's say, for the sake of argument, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in a row losing record. How do you put that man in the Hall of Fame? The game has changed, obviously, but we go back to Russell Wilson again. 2 years in a row losing record. That's it. Even last year, Russell Wilson was 259 and 400, 64, almost 65% completion ratio, 3,113 yards, 25 touchdowns, 6 picks. Yeah, man. You know, and you want to talk about who should be in the Hall of Fame and who shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. Are they playing their way out of the Hall of Fame? Matt Ryan has been a solid quarterback for years and whatnot. Been a good quarterback. But no, after yesterday, no. It's just not going to happen. It shouldn't happen. But who knows? They're letting everybody else in, so I wouldn't doubt it. But that debacle yesterday still has me heated because it's poor football being played. I don't root for any of those teams. They're not my team. Poor football played. And I do not like to see poor football played, and he played it. And Matt Ryan has been washed up for a while now. But because he's Matty Ice, everything is good. And he's been on the decline for some years now. So that's something you have to look at. Let's go back again. And they went 10-6 the year after that Super Bowl, but after then, just a downward spiral. And there's no way he should have even lasted in Atlanta even after those years. He should have been gone about after the second year after that Super Bowl when they went 7-8. He led the 2 years in a row. He led the league in completions, but shit, they wouldn't win nothing. So what? And you trying to sit up there and take Russell Wilson out? I don't think so. But again, like I said, yeah, I already had him as about our third ballot, possibly Hall of Famer with Mr. Matty Ice. And yeah, I think Russell Wilson maybe first, but I give him second ballot Hall of Fame and whatnot. And I'm gonna stick with that because he was in the Pro Bowl just last year. Look at his stats. I already talked about his stats. Look at his stats. Look at what he did. And look at what he did. He missed a couple of games due to injury, and because he's always been a winner and whatnot. As a matter of fact, we go back to Matt Ryan. 124 wins, 109 losses. Good record. Play some good ball. But like I said, I don't really concern myself with that. I honestly think that he will probably be, like I said, coming into the season, coming before that game, even with the way the season was going to go down. I said third ballot Hall of Famer coming into the season. Where would you rate him at? And that's why I rate him at. And I really don't think that if anybody's playing themselves out of the Hall of Fame, it's Matt Ryan. But of course we don't hear that. We always talk about him about Russell Wilson playing himself out of the Hall of Fame. And I don't think so. Somebody in the comments, please show me where the Denver Broncos, who hasn't been in the playoffs since 2016, where he was supposed to uplift his team like he's Jesus or some shit and elevate them to the Super Bowl. I don't see that. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. But again, this is what we're talking about. So yeah. So going back to Russell Wilson and whatnot, I think it's a picture of him playing craps and whatever in some casino. I don't care. That means nothing to me. And what this man has done since he's been in the league. Again, like I say, 9-time Pro Bowl, Super Bowl champ. Same time, maybe not as many wins as that of a John Elway, but yeah, 9-time Pro Bowler, and he was making Pro Bowls when the Pro Bowl actually still somewhat meant something, but neither here nor there. Russell Wilson should be going in. Matt Ryan, not so much. Like I tell you guys all the time, there's no GOAT, there's no greatest of all time as long as time's still going on. Numbers online get emotional. People do. You guys have a good one.